The AMD Radeon RX 7600 is a budget GPU that offers decent performance for 1080p gaming, but there are a few things you should know before considering it. First, let's talk about the specifications. The RX 7600 features the Navi 33 GPU with 2048 cores and a boost clock of up to 2625 MHz. It has 8 GB of GDDR6 memory with a speed of 18 gigabits per second and a power consumption of 165 watts. In terms of performance, the RX 7600 can handle 1080p gaming at max settings and 60 frames per second for rasterization. It also supports AV1 encoding and decoding hardware and DisplayPort 2.1 UHBR 13.5 outputs. However, when it comes to ray tracing, the RX 7600 struggles to keep up. It simply isn't designed for ray tracing. So if you're looking for a GPU that can handle ray trace games, this is not the one for you. Compared to the previous generation, the RX 7600 offers only a slight performance improvement over the RX 6650 XT, while using about 20 watts less power. The RX 7600 also performs better in AI workloads, such as Stable Diffusion, but it's still not as fast as NVIDIA's 4060. In terms of pricing, the RX 7600 is currently selling for around $259, which is a bit more expensive than the RX 6600 class GPUs. When compared to NVIDIA's offerings, there isn't a direct competitor at the same price point. The RTX 4060 is more expensive and offers better performance, while the RTX 3050 8GB is cheaper, but significantly less capable. The RX 7600 does, however, offer a significant performance boost over the RTX 3050. So if you're choosing between those two, the RX 7600 is the clear winner. So, who is the RX 7600 for? Well, if you're on a tight budget and looking for acceptable 1080p gaming performance without ray tracing, the RX 7600 could be a good option. However, if ray tracing is important to you, or if you want a bit more future-proofing with your purchase, you might want to consider spending a bit more on the RTX 4060 or even the RK 750. It's also worth mentioning that the RX 6600 can now be found for under $200, although its performance is noticeably lower than the RX 7600. There's also the option to go with the RX 7600 XT, which offers more VRAM and a slight performance boost for a higher price. Ultimately, the decision comes down to your specific needs and budget. If 1080p gaming and value are your top priorities, the RX 7600 could be a solid choice. But if you're looking for ray tracing or more future-proof features, you may need to look elsewhere or spend a bit more.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.